Hello everyone, welcome back to another YouTube video, and in today's video we'll be doing an autism Q&A. Which extra in this video because I thought it better just to do it on here properly, and my voice feels a bit weird, but that's okay. So we're going to start this Q&A and get some questions up. Okay, so the first question is going to be, the autumn Q&A, did Jake go to a special school, or has Jake gone to a special school? The answer to that is no. It's always just been, preschool, nursery, primary school, secondary school. Could he have gone to a special school? Probably, but it was definitely not really in the realm of possibility. When he was 4 or 5 years old, some people report having really bad autistic people, but not him. So it was never really a question. He could have gone to one, but I think a normal school fine just with a TA by his side. Most of the time would be completely fine, and that's what he's been and what he is continues doing now. Now he's 17. So the next one is, can Jake live on his own, or is Jake able to live on his own? It depends. I mean, if he had the money, the resources, and just the house, and I suppose just everything, he probably could. There's a chance of getting to that situation, about him getting a job, about him being able to make his own food, cook his own meals, just sort of the day-to-day life that people might take for granted. It might be difficult for, well, even for a standard, 18, 19-year-old who's now leaving house going to university. Give him the right resource, give him the right, if he pays full attention to it, definitely. But, that's where it's his decision. That won't be happening for a few years yet, but I never think he could live on his own. I definitely think he could live on his own. It's just a question of how long will that take. So I think that's quite a good question. Interesting one coming up. Has Jake had a meltdown in public? And as far as my knowledge, no. No, he has not had a meltdown in public. I can't remember. I don't think he has the guts to do that. Which is, I think, a really great thing about him. He would do that at home, but not in public. I think that's quite amazing. I mean, I know for the average person that's logical, but for someone with autism, so if some autistic person needs a tantrum, they're going to need a tantrum, they need to do something that is in public, even if it is in a restaurant. But no, he wouldn't. He might get frustrated, he might switch off from the outside world, but I don't think, no, he's not. I can't recall him doing that once in my life, so no, Jake has never been out in public. Next one is, can Jake use the internet in day-to-day life? Yes, he can. He uses the internet, he can do YouTube, Google Maps. Basic things, he can definitely do all of that. Going as far as to set up a bank account on the internet, probably not. Going as far as to book a holiday on the internet, probably not. But I think they're basic things, yes. Yes, I think, yeah. He can definitely use the internet. Yeah. I mean, if the Wi-Fi goes off, he can probably do something. But so yeah, Jake can definitely use the internet, cover all the basics. And the final question is Jake helpful and willing to help you? Well, I suppose to find that, if you're saying, he's a very lenient person, Jake, but to a point, he's very lenient to a point. So let's say if you go up to him and say, do you want to go on a walk? Or go up to him and say, right, we need to pop out for 1 hour to do this. He would probably say yes in a heartbeat, unless anything was going on that day. But then again, he's not stupid, he would know if something's happening on that day. I mean, if you went up to him at 10 PM and said, right, let's go on a 4-hour walk, he would probably say no, obviously, because he would be asleep in the first place. But yeah, I mean, yeah, he does it, he's lenient to an extent. I mean, if you ask him to, if I ask him to help me with some homework, he would probably say yes, and probably would end up in a good, better result. But if it's too hard, he'll probably eventually just sort of, I suppose, cut out, and it's just a process of, I suppose, in everything, sort of getting him to sort of, how can I say it, access the knowledge that he has to be helpful. And if he wants to do it, because if he wants to do something and you ask him for it, he will definitely do it with full attention. If you ask him to spend 3 hours cutting the lawn, which is garden, which he's doing at the moment in college, agriculture, like we discussed last video, he would do that all the time. But if you asked him to clean out the shed for 1 hour, he probably would do that, but again, only to an extent. So yeah, I think he's a helpful person when he wants to be. I suppose it's like, you know, like with everyone, you're gonna pay full attention to something that you want to do, and you're not gonna pay full attention to something that you don't want to do. Which I suppose can get quite philosophical on the point of doing stuff you don't want to do. Anyway, yes, I don't think we'll go down that route, otherwise the video will be about 3 hours long. I don't think there's any more questions. Oh yes, there is. Yes, actually, yes, the next one is, can Jake ride bikes and go on scooters and do that? Yes, Jake can ride a bike. He can do quite a lot of things. He can ride a bike. I think biking is probably what he's 100% comfortable with. He can bike along like, what's his name, Bradley Wiggins. He can do swimming, yes. Well, then again, can he do swimming? I mean, he can do swimming, but he's not that good at it. I mean, I think he stopped at stage 3 and there were 10 stages, so he's done stage 1, stage 2 into stage 3. So again, the basics, but he probably couldn't swim 5 laps underwater. I think, I mean, 15, he can do what they called a length and a width, but I don't think he can do much more. He can go on a scooter, yeah, he's got a scooter, I use it most of the time. He can swim, he can go on a bike. He's very good at climbing as well. He can climb, like there's in the town near us, there's like a climbing wall. He can do all the stuff there. Went there for my mum's birthday, so he definitely got the talent. It's just a question of, oh, there's another thing as well, trampolining we've done. But yeah, like trampolining, Jake will do something to an extent before he has like the physical wall, before he doesn't do it anymore. Like trampolining, there's stuff like the forward roll or the forward flip, and like he's been on that bit now for a while, but then again he gets good exercise, so it's fine. And that is the last question. I hope you have enjoyed this little Q&A video, and yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Goodbye.